Hi everybody, today I'm here with my September book haul. I've actually decided to make two parts of it, so we'll have one book haul with like ordinary books, and now I am going to do my very first manga haul. And I know squat about manga, but I've been interested to try it out, and yeah, let's talk about some manga. So first we actually have two manga volumes from the same series. So we have Death Note by Tsugumi Uba and Takeshi Obata. I'm sorry if I totally butchered that, which I probably did. This is Death Note Black Edition, meaning this contains volumes 1 and 2, and this one contains volume 3 and 4. And I love these editions because they look so badass and it's sprayed edges, and we all love that. So this was actually the manga I was most interested in, so I'm really happy about having, you know, the first 4 volumes. And this is about a guy that found this death note lying on the street, and if you write names in the death note, then they will end up dying. And that's pretty much all you need to know, because that sounds really kick-ass. But it's supposed to be kind of dark and gory, and hopefully I will like it, but I'm really looking forward to reading this series. We have sort of a nostalgia trip, and that is Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon by Naoko Takeuchi. And I'm currently reading this one, but when I was little, I mean, I wasn't obsessed with Sailor Moon or anything, but I definitely watched quite a few episodes here and there. So I just thought it would be kind of fun to read the manga. We asked Miss Usagi-chan, and she sort of described me. That's how she actually describes herself. And she finds out that she's this guardian, and she's supposed to help save innocent people from, you know, different kind of crimes going on in the city. And she also had to find her other guardians that are supposed to, you know, help her. And so far it's definitely very nostalgia. I am really enjoying it, but it's fun to read. And then we have Black Butler by Yana Tubusu. This is volume 1. I don't really know a lot about this one, but we follow the butler, and he's actually butler to this really like rich 12-year-old who's kind of weird to say the least. And the butler's name is called Sebastian, and it says on the back, he's too good to be human, or is he? It's a little bit vague, but that's pretty much all I know about it, but it sounds interesting. 2 volumes in the same series. So we have the Promised Neverland by Kawi Shirai and Pusuka Dimitsu. This is the first volume, and this is the second volume, and these look so cute and wholesome and stuff like that, but they're supposed to be kind of dark and gory. But we follow Emma, Norman and Ray, and they're supposed to be the brightest kids at Grace Field, which is a orphan house. And do you think that is any ordinary? Do you think it's like any ordinary orphan house? Emma and Norman actually goes undercover outside of the orphanage, and they find out that outside the world they know there is something forbidden and kind of dark. And I accidentally spoiled myself a little bit for this one, but it sounds really dark and mysterious, and you just want to find out what this dark secret is. And then we have I Hear the Sunspot by Yuki Fumino, and in this one we meet Kohei, and he actually has this hearing disability. He gets misunderstood most of the time, and he has trouble integrating into life on campus. But then when he meets Taichi, and he tells him about the hearing loss, and they become, you know, more than friends, less than lovers. So this is just supposed to be kind of cutesy, which might need one every once in a while. And then we have My Hero Academia by Kohi Horikoshi. There's a lot of volumes out in this one. But we meet middle school student Isuki Midoriya, and he wants to be a hero more than anything. It's like 80% of the population is actually heroes, and they have superpowers, but Isuku does not, and he really wants to get into this high school for budding heroes, but since he doesn't have any superpowers, it's not gonna happen. But then he meets all might, and that is the greatest hero of them all, when he gives him a chance to change his destiny. So I love superheroes, I love superpowers, I love, you know, high schools. So this sounds really good. We have Full Metal Alchemist. This is volumes 1, 2, and 3, which is why it's so chunky. And this is by Hiromu Arakawa. You know, alchemy is just the mystical power to alter the natural world, somewhere between magic, art, and science. So we meet these two brothers called Edward and Alfonso Elric, and they dabble into these powers, and one of them loses an arm and a leg, and the other one turns into a body of living iron. And they're not agents of the government, slaves to the military alchemical complex, using their unique powers to obey their orders, even to kill. So I've heard this series is supposed to be like really good. It looks a little bit brutal, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. I have 2 volumes that I've heard a lot of talk about before, you know, ordering all of these. But that is Orange by Ishigo Takano, and I actually bought both of the volumes. This is volume 1, this is the complete collection one, and this is the second one, and I really like these covers. But in the first one we meet Nahu, and she's in grade 11, and she actually gets this very mysterious letter that from herself from the future, and she doesn't really know what to believe about it. Is it true? Is it not? What is this? Why am I getting it? But in this letter it pretty much tells her that they're supposed to start a new guy in class, and they're going to be friends, and she has to save him from dying. So it sounds really cool. I've heard it's supposed to be very sad, and I really like the art style actually. It's really cute. Again, we have 2 volumes in the same series because, well, I have a problem. So we have Binman Saga by Makoto Hyukumura, butchering names all over the place. This is the first book. I have read it, I really enjoyed it. And then we have the second book, and this is about Vikings, and about, you know, what they used to do, plunder the world and stuff like that. We meet this guy named Thorfinn, and he actually wants to get revenge on this dude that killed his dad. And Thorfinn is actually in the same band as these Askeladd who killed his dad, and he's just trying to get revenge, and he sticks around just to be able to sort of challenge Askeladd like a lot. But they go into a lot of war in between that, and we get a lot of flashbacks in this one to find out what really happened when his father died and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. It's a quick read. It's kind of dark and gory because, you know, cut off limbs and eyeballs, and also trigger warning for child abuse. But yeah, I really enjoyed it so far, so I'm looking forward to reading the second volume. Last one, which is Fruits Basket, and it's by Natsuki Takaya, and this is the first collector's edition. And after a family tragedy that turns Turo Hunda's life upside down, she takes her matters into her own hand. She goes live in a tent outside and unfortunately for her, she pitches her new home on a private island belonging to the mysterious Soma clan, and it isn't long before the owners discovers her secret. But as Turo quickly finds out, when the family offers to take her in, the Samas have a secret of their own. When embraced by the opposite sex, they turn into animals of the Chinese zodiac. So it sounds really interesting. We'll see what it leads to. So yeah, those were all of the manga for this time. I'm really looking forward to reading all of these actually. If you have any manga suggestions for me, please, tell me down below and I'll try to check them all out. But yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button down below. And yeah, I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye!